Hey, this is Jeff Rose from GoodFinancialSense.com. Welcome to GFC TV, but a special edition where I'm answering your questions. That's right, I'm answering your questions. If you want me to answer your question, you can head on over to GoodFinancialSense.com/ask and submit your question. And if I answer your question, guess what? You're getting a copy of my book, Soldier Finance. Whoopee! All right, so this question comes from Michelle from Hawaii. Aloha, Michelle. Michelle asks, I will be 59 and a half soon and will be retiring. I have about $300,000 in my 401k and would like to use that money to purchase property, just land, to pay it outright and then get a loan to build a home, which I will then use my pension and my wife's income to pay the mortgage. Would you suggest that? What types of penalties would I have? If not, what are some other options? So the first thing I just realized is that this is probably the husband using his wife's email address, because unless there's a guy named Michelle, which it could be, we never know. But let's answer this question. First things first, the question is there any penalties? Well, Michelle or Michelle's husband, no, there are no penalties since you are 59 and a half. So you have to worry about paying a 10% early withdrawal penalty. But what you do have to worry about is taxes, and a lot of taxes. Are you planning on taking out this full $300,000 in 1 year? If so, I mean, we're talking a huge tax bill. Do you want to give the IRS $60,000, $80,000 just so you can buy land? I don't think you probably want to do that. So that's one thing to consider. The second thing I have to ask is just, why now? Why are we doing this now in retirement? For most people, when they retire, they want to retire debt-free. So I get the fact that you want to pay off the land outright, but what's wrong with your current living condition? Do we have to take out our sizable $300,000, pay a whopping tax bill to where now all we have to live off of is our pension? So what happens if we need additional funds? What happens if there's some sort of medical need? What happens if you want to take a vacation and now you can't because you're just now on this limited income? So I don't know if it's the best thing to do to cash out the full $300,000 in one fell swoop to buy your land. So if I'm being honest, please don't do this. Don't do this. How bad is your current living situation right now to where you have to pull out $300,000 out of your retirement account and take on debt to build a new house? Now, you haven't mentioned that there's any mortgages or other equity that you have in your home now that maybe that's going to bounce out. But based on what I have right now, this sounds like it does not make good financial sense whatsoever. So my advice is don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm begging you, don't do it. This could be a huge financial blunder at the most important critical time in your life. Retirement is this transition period that is totally new. You went from the accumulation stage where you're pumping money into your retirement plan to where now, guess what? There is no more income, there is no more paychecks. You want to find yourself 75 and having to go back to work because of making this huge financial misstep. So once again, Michelle, please don't do it, but I will say aloha. Once again, if you have more questions, head on over to GoodFinancialSense.com/ask. Happy to answer your question. Until next time, take care.